Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is Kodeations. In today's video, we're going to be jumping back into some Cookie Run Kingdom and specifically bringing you guys the PvP tier list. That is right. It's been over a month since we've done a tier list video, and we're going to be taking a look at the PvP cookies in the game and which ones that are absolutely worth building. So without further ado, let's dive right in. Diving right in, ladies and gentlemen. So obviously, as you can see here to the right-hand side, we've got all of our different tiers that we're going to be featuring for today, and that's going to be SS all the way down to D tier, and that's going to cover every epic and above cookie in the game, all right? So one of the tiers that you might think that looks a little odd, and that's going to be this support tier in between S and A, and that's going to be because these cookies do excel tremendously in specific team compositions, and outside of that team composition, when it comes to just overall PvP, they're absolutely trash. So you definitely don't want to be building them outside of a team comp, but it's really hard to rank them because how do you rank a cookie that is really, really great in a specific team comp, but outside that comp, it's not great? So I don't know. We're going to put them here in the support class. And with that being said, let's go ahead and start it off. In the first tier we've got is going to be SS tier, and naturally, you already know that the SS tier units are going to be these 5 as follows. We've got the Pure Vanilla Cookie, obviously the best support healer in the game. We've got the Sea Fairy, arguably the best AoE damage dealer / 5 enemy cookies stun. It's ridiculous. So absolutely build a Sea Fairy. Next up we've got is going to be that Holly Berry. Again, with her new buff of 30% defense and 30% added HP, makes her absolutely OP, especially when it comes to the PvP realm. And then next up, we've obviously got that Sorbet Shark for that maximum amount of AoE damage that we can do via an ambush to that front line to take out those additional Holly Berries and those additional Strawberry Crepes. And then last but not least, that does bring us into Strawberry Crepe, and that's going to be, again, a very, very good option outside of Holly Berry. In my opinion, I think Holly Berry with the new buffs provided last update is going to be trumping over Strawberry Crepe. So that's going to be the reason why the Holly Berry comes first. But nevertheless, this is going to be your 5 top-of-the-line units to use in the PvP realm. Now, officially diving in here to the S tier, and that's going to bring us to some of the cookies might surprise you, all right? We've got Madeline up here. We've got Pastry Cookie. We got the brand new Moon Rabbit, and then we've also got that Parfait. Now, keep in mind, these S tier units are just going to be units that are going to be used the most in the overall PvP arena. Black Raisin, obviously one of the best damage dealers in the game that you can utilize. Not only that, she's used in a ton of different scram comps or scam comps, whatever you want to call them, in the arena. So because of that, she's still going to hold a lot of value in the overall aspect of PvP. Same thing goes for Madeline and Pastry. Even though the meta is kind of shifting towards a Holly Berry Sorbet Shark Sea Fairy combo, there is still a lot of value in the speed meta comp, and there's still a lot of speed meta comps in the top 100 in the overall arena, so definitely do not sleep on them. We got the brand new Moon Rabbit here as well. Now, Moon Rabbit does shine really well here because not only does it provide you some survivability, it being a tank, but it also provides you some additional healing to your entire party members, and it can absolutely be broken if you are getting kills with it. So if you get kills, you can pop off more than 1 million amounts of healing, which is insane, especially can change the tide of some arena battles, you know, mid-battle if you happen to get that pop off on that heal. So again, very nice. And then obviously we got Parfait Cookie here because she does fit into that Holly Berry comp, and she does apply that debuff resistance to your entire party to allow those stuns to last a lot shorter. Alrighty, next up we've got, and that's going to be that support role, like I said, and this one is going to be a little bit interesting. Again, don't judge it here. Like I said, it's very hard, you know, to rank these cookies in a SS to D rank when they really are niche to a specific team comp, but they're absolute god tiers when they're in that team. So to give you guys an example, that's going to lead us into Almond, right? Almond by himself is not going to be the best unit to use, right? We already know that. Nobody's using an Almond just for damage. So obviously he's not going to be the greatest in overall PvP, but on a specific team comp or running a scam comp, which are, again, still dominating the meta as part of the meta, then I think he definitely deserves to be between S and A tier. Same thing goes for that Lily. I mean, Tiger Lily, again, has kind of made her way back up to the meta spot because she's really fitting in with some Holly Berry comps, some scam comps, some stun comps. She's really kind of all over the board right now when it comes to PvP, and because she is getting that popularity back, she definitely deserves to be up here. And then last but not least, we do have that Lilac and that Mint Choco, and both of these are going to be used in that speed meta comp, very similar to the Madeline and the pastry, so definitely do not sleep on those. Use them if you've got them, especially for that speed meta, but outside of that, again, they're not going to be cookies that you're going to be looking to use. So if you are a new player, this is a tip for you guys. Do not use the support cookies unless you are building those teams, all right? And if you guys don't know what teams I'm talking about, video coming very soon. We'll be covering the top compositions, all right? So next up, we've got here for the A rank is going to bring us in to a couple of our top damage dealers and another substitute for a healer. So we've got obviously Mango, Latte, Licorice, which can be a counter to some of the top metas in the game currently right now. We've got Raspberry, that brand, one of those brand new cookies that finally made the tier list for us this month, and that's going to be a good single target damage dealer, arguably probably better than Vampire, I believe, in the overall arena, but again, you can argue it. You know, Vampire is going to be targeting the unit the furthest in the back, and then Raspberry is going to be targeting the unit on the enemy team that has the highest attack. So taking out the unit with the highest attack when it comes to PvP seems a little bit more, you know, important in my opinion over somebody like Vampire, but nevertheless, that's gonna be why she's placed here. We've also got Herb Cookie. Again, if you don't have pure vanilla and you don't have Parfait as your healer on your team, then running an Herb is gonna be your only and best option after that. And then next up here, we've got for the individual B tier list, we're gonna go ahead and drop this bad boy down. Again, guys, bear with me here. When we get to the B tier rank, just understand that these cookies aren't gonna be the worst cookies to run. And if you have happened to get these cookies early game and you are utilizing them, then that's fantastic. Continue to do you until you get better cookies higher on the tier list to replace them. But obviously, with every tier list, you've got to use what you have. And so I think Dark Choco pretty much has seen his time in the arena, and it's pretty much done at this point. I think most players that are utilizing Dark Choco are going to be early game players that have not got themselves a Strawberry Crepe, or they are just trying to maximize their resources and just grind out as many tiers as they can before the season resets, just to get some additional crystals, and not really looking to grind up the overall arena to like masters. And if that's the case, then obviously you can utilize Dark Choco. Same thing goes for Rye Cookie. Rye Cookie can be used in like a Rye-Mon comp, which, I mean, at this point, I think is pretty much fallen off. I know that some people still use it, but I think a lot of people are absolutely using BR and Almond over top of Rye-Mon. But anyways, that's just my personal preference. You guys let me know down below in the comments. Obviously, Espresso, AoE damage dealer, not the best AoE damage dealer, but, you know, if you got him, then obviously utilize him. Squid Ink can do a massive amount of damage, but doesn't offer anything outside of that AoE damage to your team comp, so not a lot of people are using Squid Ink. Then we've got the Vampire, which we already talked about, and then we've also got, you know, the Red Velvet comps. Now, the Red Velvet comps are kind of scammy in my opinion, and not only that, they're pretty much fallen off by this point. I rarely ever see somebody using a Red Velvet in the overall arena, but ideally he can be paired very well with Sorbet Shark. So he's going to be pulling the unit that's the furthest away to the front line, aka normally the pure vanillas, and then Sorbet is going to be there to be doing all of the damage to the front line units, hopefully killing their pure vanilla. However, most people now are building, you know, solid almonds on their pure vanilla for that damage resistance for arena specifically. So it's near impossible to kill, you know, pure vanilla when you pull them to the front anyways. So again, keep that in mind. For C tier here, we've only got 3 cookies for you, and it's going to bring us to the pomegranate, the sparkling, and then also the milk cookies. So again, these are going to be almost bottom tier. I would not recommend using these unless, if like I said, you are early game, you are building them on the side just because you need them to either, you know, help you in the arena or to just help you grind out specific stages in the world exploration. Then obviously you got to use them. But at the end of the day, nobody is utilizing these cookies, and it's not going to be worth investment. And that same thing goes here for the D tier. And with these cookies here, man, it is not going to be worth even leveling these bad boys up, in my personal opinion. I know the game is going to give you a couple of these for free as you continue to grind out, you know, the mode. Not only that, if you happen to pull them early on, then obviously I would just say just use them for a little bit. Don't invest any more experience jellies past level 30, which is easy to get to once you know, obviously get higher levels in the game, but I wouldn't expect you to level these guys any further than level 30. Obviously, Poison is going to be there for that guild boss battle for PvE, but this tier list is focusing specifically on PvP. So if you're looking to build a PvP team, nobody from C and D should be used. B could possibly be used. A is going to be some decent options. We've got the support options, which are going to be specific to a team composition. S 100% should be building teams around S, and then SS, nevertheless, is going to be the top of the line team composition when it comes to utilizing cookies in the overall overall arena. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to conclude our PvP tier list for the month of September, man. If you guys have any questions, I invite you to drop it down below in the comment section or join the Discord. We've got a link provided down below. We'd love to have you over there. Like I said, as always with tier list videos, just know they are very subjective, man. You might not agree with everything that I have put here or ranked here, and that is a-okay. Instead of griping or complaining, like I said, drop a comment down below. Let me know, let the community know why you feel differently, and that is a-okay. So with that being said, as always, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you get a notification every time we drop a video, and I will see you guys on the next one.